we're going to wet down our canvas. Once it's wet, we're going to elevate that top length and just trim off the back corner. Vertical section, cutting floor to ceiling, we're establishing that top length first. Notice the angle that I'm holding my hand. We're over directing that hair to the back, so we maintain that length. The longest point is in the front hairline. Notice the distance that I'm stretching out that hair and elevating it. Dust them off. And now we're going to part it off. All that top length, we want to preserve that, so we're parting it out of our way. Combing down the rest, you see my comb? That's where we're going to place our first baseline. Starting from the corner of the eyebrow and curving to the low crown. We're going with our 7.5 inch shear, so we have maximum coverage. Notice how I brace the hair and I work my way up and out. Again, we're just cleaning it up so we can see what we're doing. This is a big transformation for him. So before I just go in blind with my clippers, I want to go in and clean up that canvas a little bit. We're going with no guard, half setting, and we're cutting out our first baseline. I want you to pay attention to where we're placing it. From the corner of the eye, dropping back into the low crown. The reason why we drop it down is so that we keep a more natural fade. Again, we want to soften it and complement the expanded contour of the top length. Stretching that skin using the corner of the blade, I'm working my way around creating that first baseline. You notice that the hair is growing in the opposite direction. I flip my tool around so that I can go against the grain to cut it. Dipping my comb down into the low crown is exactly where I want to be as we drop down and create this first baseline. You see how I have the head tilted forward? That's so I can have tension and that the neck is stretched out, that the clipper glides along it. Get that hair out of your way. Another clean section. Part it off. And now we can see what we're doing. We're just cleaning up some of this bulk like we did previously. Behind the ear. See how I'm bracing the hair and then working my tool up and out? This is a scissor over comb technique that's going to work for you guys. Now we're doing the same thing from the corner of the eye, dropping it down into the low crown where we left off previously, and we'll complete our first baseline. And now we're going with no guard with the half setting, using the corner of our tool from the corner of the eye, working our way right around to where we left off. Notice how I'm bracing that hair down. I'm cleaning right up in that nape area, stretching that head and that skin out so I have tension. There's no flex. It doesn't wiggle around. I have control of that clipper. But I notice that the hair is growing opposite. I'm going to go against it, against the grain. That's why I flipped my clipper around.